Okay then. So here we go. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Good evening, boss ladies. Thank you for joining me for our second night of Turn Your Expertise into Profits. Hi, Amy, how are you? Thank you for joining us. As you are coming in, I want you to tell me where you're coming from, what part of the world you are coming from. Let's see. Are you from the Caribbean? Are you from the Ooh,
Can't hear you. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you.
oh Lord. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right then. So I'm gonna ask everybody to mute their mic. My dearest host, could you mute everybody's mic as we are about to begin? And this is a lesson for all of you who probably get a little intimidated if you're hosting an event, if you're going live. Guess what? Life happens. And that's a beautiful thing about online. It's happening in real time. So sometimes shit will go wrong. But guess what? You still have to show up and shine, like I normally say. All right? So let us see where you are coming from. I want to see in the comments below. Where are you coming from? Let's see. Hold on. Okay. We have St. Lucia in the house. We have, let's see where you're coming from, where you are coming from, what you do. St. Lucia, Virginia. Hi, Amy from Virginia. Hi, Tessa from St. Lucia. Thank you for joining us for our second and exciting evening. Turn your expertise into profits. Tonight, you will get an understanding of how to package your knowledge and experience. So for those of you joining for the first time, I'm not going to go through my story again. If you want to get to know a little more about me, I suggest you head to our replay in our Facebook community, Influential Women Professionals and Entrepreneurs. If you have not joined it as yet, hit the replay for night number 1, where you could just get some insights about who I am and what I do. Tonight, we have a lot to cover, so we're getting right into it. Are you ready? I want to see you put ready in the comments below. So let's do a little recap of what we covered last night. Last night, we spoke about how to position yourself as a go-to leader in your industry. Last night, we spoke about the importance of aligning what you do with your purpose, your reason for being. It gives you that deep understanding or that deep connection in working towards realizing that goal, realizing that vision, okay? It has to be aligned with your purpose. And there's no greater joy than doing something that you love that's aligned with your purpose. So that's very important. Last night, we also covered who you are and what do you do? What gift can you bring to the world? Where does your zone of brilliance lie? And we understood why it was important to get an understanding of what our passion was, where our expertise lie, the results that we have, our experiences, what we think persons would pay money, okay, to us to provide them with that service, and what opportunities exist out there. In answering these questions, at the center of all of this lies that secret sauce, your zone of brilliance. So we covered that last night. In addition to that, we understood the importance of identifying your profitable niche. Where are you best able to serve? And where do you think would be most profitable, where your target audience will be willing to pay you for the services that you offer, your profitable niche. And last night, we understood what a client journey was, the transformation from taking our clients to their pain point to their happily ever after with results. We also discovered that the steps to get our clients from that pain point to their desired results actually equates to your signature methodology, your intellectual property, your brand identity, okay? And that is as a result of your experience, your knowledge, your expertise, your skills in a particular area, an area that you have, achieved results for yourself and for other persons to map out your signature methodology. And we also discovered in mapping out that signature methodology, you have created your Bible for what is considered captivating content that converts. Your 9 steps to get your client from pain point to results and transformation. 1 step can result in a course. Okay, 2 steps can result in a VIP 2-day retreat. This could be your book. This could translate into your book. This could be your keynote address. Just pulling steps and content out of that client journey, which we transformed into your signature methodology. Are you ready for tonight? I am bringing the juice. Okay. We also highlighted the importance of getting yourself in that frame of mind as leaders, okay, to make that pivot to work towards realizing our goals. I think everybody in here wants to achieve more, and that's why you're here. You want to take your career to the next level in 2022. But in order to do that, you need to get intentional about making a shift in your mindset. You need to get intentional about having the right strategy to get you there with the help of someone who's gone before you that can help lead the way. So that's where we're at. And that brings us to day 2, how to package your knowledge, your expertise, your skills, your experience in a way that your ideal client avatar is ready to give you money for that because you could help them. You've presented yourself as the solution to their problem. So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, so how to package your knowledge and expertise. So before I get into that, I just want to make sure that you've all received your workbook. And if you haven't, Melissa is going to drop it in the comments below. You could also get it after the training in the community. You could also get it there. So let's speak about some quick wins. Some ladies who have gotten intentional about building their personal brand and showing their presence online. So last night, we spoke about Alette. Tonight, I'm going to speak about Joe Farmer. So Joe Farmer from the UK was diagnosed with autism very late in her career. Very late. So for years, she realized that there was something different about her, but she could not figure out what it was. So obviously, it had been an extremely difficult process, a difficult journey. So the importance of having a Facebook community. One, I actually put a comment in my community just asking if anybody needed help with reference to getting clarity on any matter as it pertains to monetizing your expertise and building your presence online. And Joe responded that she needed clarity. So I reached out to Joe, and we quickly had a session, a coaching session. At the end of this session, Joe was extremely thankful. Why? Because one, I was able to understand what she was going through, what her goal was, and ultimately I was able to help her map out her signature methodology, something that she has been struggling to do for a very long time. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about Joe and why your story is so important. So Joe basically had been through, interviews upon interviews throughout her career, and it has been quite a frustrating process. Why? Because, diagnosed with autism late and initially not knowing what that challenge was, going to an interview proved to be very frustrating. One, because the interviewee is not aware that she is autistic, and neither was Joe at the time. So you could understand how difficult the process is, because there are some characteristics or some signals you can look out for if somebody is has those special needs. So because of that, Joe wanted to make a difference, to help out organizations so that they could identify based on a process if the client that they're interviewing may show the signs of maybe being autistic, and how they could change the dynamics of the interview. See, life-changing. So Joe changed what she had been through as somebody who was diagnosed with autism late into an opportunity by helping organizations, HR leads to deal with that issue, and in so doing, helping those persons who are going for the interview to help them prepare. We mapped out the process. This is something that Joe had been struggling to do, and we were able to do that successfully. So that's feedback from her. Now, that's just an indication or an example of how you could turn your experience into an opportunity. So I know I generally speak to corporate leaders, service professionals, but here we have Joe, who used her experience and her story to help others. Right now, Joe is currently being reached out for speaking engagements, and she's continuing to build her profile, a sense of hope for persons who are going through this. So you understand where I'm coming from and why you need to have a deep appreciation for what you've been through as a professional, what you've been through as a business owner, as a founder. And I want you to understand that in doing that, you are always going to be a couple of steps ahead of somebody else. Somebody out there needs you. And by understanding how you could package all of your brilliance, you are giving somebody else an opportunity to get to their next level of career success. So I'm going to stop sharing the slides now. So let's see what I want to see, what basically you do as a professional, as a coach, what type of coach you are, what sort of professional that you are. I'm not sure if we have any HR leads in there. There is a tremendous opportunity for persons specializing in HR and training right now. Why? Because everybody virtually is looking for employment post-COVID, right? So if you can figure out a way of helping persons get to their dream job virtually, understanding what it takes to apply for maybe a job online, you can map that process out and turn that into your signature methodology. Currently, there are several HR managers online right now who have done that pivot. Now, drawing reference to niche. This is a very broad area. So some are specializing in teaching or guiding persons how to create a resume that is suited for applying for a job online. So that's one area that they're niching down in. Others are specializing in teaching potential employees, how to prepare for a virtual interview. For leaders, you know what's trending right now, how to manage team members in a virtual environment. Change management is trending. And to my coaches in here right now, do you know what COVID has given us an opportunity with? Globally, huge organizations are actually requesting, the expertise of coaches. Why? Because, like I said, having a deep connection, a deep relationship, and somebody that you could reach out to automatically is important. So having a coach makes the experience more intimate for the organization because things are dynamic and ever-changing as compared to dealing with a huge organization. So I want you to take note. There's a tremendous opportunity. Live events coach and moderator. Okay, hi, Vanetta. Yes, great. Vanetta, there's an opportunity as well. Virtual events online. Okay, if you could, and it's just an example. And like I said, I like to do coaching on the spot. So Vanetta says she's a live events coach and mentor. Wonderful. Vanetta, your services are greatly needed right now. Because of the virtual world, some persons just don't have the skills and the experience to do a live launch. Okay, there are quite a few nuances associated with that. So if you are the expert in that and you position yourself as an individual who helps with live events, you can get visible and there is tremendous opportunity there, but you would need to create your signature methodology and start to put yourself out there, start to stand out. We have a spa therapist, ED Essentials. Hi, pre-marriage coach. Okay, love it. Oh, pre-marriage. Here's a niche. Okay, everything that you need to know before you get married. Okay, I hope ED Essentials. No, my pre-marriage coach. I hope you were on our call last night because we mapped out exactly how you could get to create your signature methodology. Yes. So I'm going to go back to sharing my slides. So there are lots of opportunities out there, and I want you to just raise your head, start to look around to see what you can take advantage of, what you could learn, who you could learn from, and it's okay to model, not copy. It's okay to model others out there if you are learning and then add your uniqueness to it. So tonight we were highlighting Joe Farmer. Alex, I see you on. Last night we highlighted you. Okay, so let's continue. Now, my slides are taking a little time to move, but that's okay. So I want you to think about that client that you want to create that transformation for. Who do you want to make that transformation for? What are their pain points and how you could take them to happily ever after in 9 steps. In 9 steps, right? So just to reiterate what I did with Joe Farmer and a lot of the other ladies that you saw on my slide, my previous slide, my wins, they were unclear. They were unclear. That was one of their pain points, and that's the pain points of my ideal clients. And I helped them just gain some clarity, okay, in what their uniqueness is, and helped them create that signature methodology to help them create that impact. So let us get into how can you package your knowledge and your expertise. There are several ways to do that, but I'm going to tell you the fastest way and the most profitable way, and I'll explain to you why. a course, ladies, a course. And what basically a course does, once you've mapped out your signature methodology, you could create it in the form of a course. But in that, if you're taking that approach, it means that your ideal clients gets to purchase it from you, and they go through the steps on their own. They go through the steps on their own. Now, there are several ways you could deliver that course. You can decide that you're going to do the recordings, put it, house it on a particular platform that you could host your content, and have, obviously, for marketing, funnels, etc., have your ideal clients purchase that course from you. You could also decide to do it live. I love live coaching, actually, and live training. Why? Because you get an opportunity to modify your program as you go. As a matter of fact, this is something that I strongly recommend if you are starting off. Don't go recording your programs if it's your beta launch. Don't do that. Why? Because you would have exerted time, energy, and resources in doing so, and you may need to make changes as you go. Because in doing a beta launch, you are also doing market research. So do a live launch for your first course, do it live, and you could get to pivot as you go along the way as you're testing it. A group program, and I love group program for mentorship, for coaching. What this does, it's a little more hands-on, but for instance, you get to meet with your team, your group of clients, say once a week. You give them live coaching, and that is followed up by action steps. So it's very hands-on. You know, there's coaching, there's implementation, and you could use that for mentorship within the organization that you work. If you're not ready to monetize, develop a tribe of testimonials, okay? Test it, and then if and when you decide that you want to monetize, you have your walk-in reviews and billboards in your back pocket. So that's a strategy you could use as well. Group mentorship, group coaching. Very, very, very successful way of creating community as well and providing support. The type of way you decide to package your knowledge and your expertise depends on you as an individual. What do you like? Your values. Do you somebody that, you don't really like community? So because of that, you just want to create the program, and then through marketing, etc., building your presence, online, have persons buy your course. You could use that approach. Or if you're somebody who values community support, teamwork, being with like-minded individuals, a group program is perfect for you because you get to live that transformation with your clients. Then we have the one-on-one offer. The one-on-one offer is a little more involved. It's a little more time consuming. Generally, if you're starting off, it's a good way to start off. And as you build your confidence, you could transition into group coaching. But if you're confident enough to start off with group coaching, that's fine. For the one-on-one offer costs a lot more money because it's a little more demanding. You are hands-on building the strategy with your clients for every step of the way. You are giving them your time for money. Memberships, okay? Memberships is another amazing way. Okay, we have a lot of fitness professionals who have decided to do memberships. We have a lot of content creators who are doing memberships. You can do a membership as an executive leader. You decide that, you want to bring all the content that you have, all your experience into one location, and you invite persons to pay a subscription fee. It varies, generally a membership could vary from about 20 something to 37 US to as much as 100 and something US dollars. Again, the whichever option you choose is a direct reflection of you as an individual. And this is something that we map out when we start out. That's why I said when we're building a personal brand that we want to profit from, it has to start from in the inside out. What do you want as an individual? What makes you happy? It makes no sense making an investment to do something that you're not happy with. Retreats and workshops. So let's continue. Let's get an understanding of what's going on out there online. This is somebody that I follow. Why? Because she's not only a badass boss, okay? She is a mentor. She has monetized her personal brand as a leader beyond the organization that she works for. And you know, I am an advocate for this. This is Bosanna St. John. She is the Chief Marketing Officer for Netflix. Now, this picture right here is history in the making. And I want you to understand that because sometimes we underestimate our experience, our stories, our knowledge. Right here, these Black women are creating a movement. Why? Because they've realized that knowledge is the new currency. Personal branding is the new currency. And because of that, they have packaged their years of experience as bad as chief marketing officers for Fortune 500 companies around the world. And they've put it in a form of a mentorship program for individuals like myself who are in the marketing field, who want to take their career to the next level. Are you listening? Are you listening? So I don't want you to think that this is something that is not within your reach. What is your story? Your story is your uniqueness. Now, yes, they've all teamed up to create that wonderful experience to help bridge the gap for Black executives, Black aspiring executives, Black professionals, to help bridge that gap. Because yesterday, if you would have realized, I had spoken about me being also passionate about helping bridging that gap for our professionals, our Black professionals. I serve everybody, like I said, but as a Black proud woman, they hold a special place in my heart. And that's exactly what they're doing. They've packaged their years of experience, their expertise. But you know what is their uniqueness? Each person in this picture has a different story, okay? Have their own way of doing their work, of leading their team. And that's what the secret sauce is. So I'm telling you this because, you know, sometimes we worry about persons stealing our intellectual property. And don't get me wrong, it is very possible for that to happen. But I want you to understand that there is only one you. Right now in my space, there are many individuals in the personal branding field that are brand strategists, etc. But there is only one Shumalin. Okay, my experience, my story is different to everybody else, and so are you. And yes, you may decide that, you know what, I want to get into the relationship space because I've been through a difficult divorce. There are many other individuals in that space because relationship, as you would have learned yesterday, is a profitable niche. But guess what? Your uniqueness and your way of getting through that mess becomes your signature methodology, and nobody else could take that away from you. And by starting to show up and get visible online, it means that you will pull in, you will become a magnet to those individuals that could relate to your story. Let's move on. This Bosanna is also the owner of the Badass Workshop. So she's partnered with these other boss ladies, right, within the marketing field. But from before that, she launched her own workshop called the Badass Workshop. Okay. Bosanna has also partnered with some of the universities where she studied, okay, to give back. So, you know, success is a hell of a thing. We all want to be successful. Like I said, I have decided to level up and become visible because I wanted to take my success to the next level, but I did not want to go alone. I realized the trend online and I was already somebody that's impact driven. So because of that, I started learning how exactly I could get to that goal. Bosana has packaged her brilliance and she's created the Badass Boss Workshop. Let's continue. Black Excellence Alliance. Again, persons coming together to create a movement and pay it forward, create mentorship, create coaching programs, create workshops to help people that are a couple of steps behind them. Now, I'm giving you all these examples so you could put things into perspective and you could understand that this can be you. This can be you. My legacy would be those persons that I have helped along the way. And of course, you're in a business and you want to monetize it. So I teach you how to do that. Forbes, women 50 over 50, because these women have decided that at 50 years, they are not going to retire. They are going to create their next level of career success at 50 years. So basically what Forbes have done, they've identified women within different professions, service professionals. You know, these are women who form part of the Forbes 50-50 investment list. There are women in finance who've decided to package their brilliance and build their personal brand legacy, helping other women do the same, those that are behind them. To the top, we have women in technology, partnerships, networking, okay? Putting their knowledge and their experience and their expertise together to serve others. Service leadership is what's going to help you take it to the next level. So if they can do it, if I could do it, as I love to call myself, this everyday St. Lucian girl, I may be a boss lady, but I am a very proud St. Lucian girl, every day, down to earth, you know, and you could see that from how I present myself online, welcoming, approachable. And if I could do it, you can do it too. But you have to get that in your mind. You can do it. But being able to do that starts with, like I said, a shift in the mindset, but most importantly, having the right strategy, developing that roadmap, and having the right support system, somebody who's gone before you to help get you there so that you can become and create a voice multiplier effect, impacting lives and persons around you, helping them make more money, helping them be happier, helping them lose weight, okay? Helping them get to their next level of career success, either within corporate, if they decide to do that, or globally, or do they want to do both? Or they may just decide that, you know what? I have served well within the corporate field. I want to go full-time as an entrepreneur. We all have a level of uniqueness that can help somebody along the way. All right, then. So let's stop sharing for a while. Hi, Karen. How are you? Erin, Emma. Okay. So again, I want you to start to think about the areas that you can focus on. How can you create a movement? How can you help others get to that next level? But before that happens, do you have what it takes? Everything. Remember that checklist in the workbook? I want you to go through it. Go through it to get an understanding of where you are at right now. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody on this call has a story. Everybody on the Zoom call you have a story. You have experience. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, you know what? I need to get more qualifications. I need to get more experience. I need to have a website. I'm here to tell you that is not necessary. With what you have right now, there's somebody who needs you, and you can create a methodology based on the wins that you've had. You have more ideas, Alette. I love it. Alette is telling me she has more ideas. This is one of my amazing clients. Thank you, Alette, for coming on the call. And that's what I want. That's what I want. So I want you to get into that frame of mind. What gift can I give the world? I know you are here because you want to make additional revenue streams. Okay. You want to double or triple your corporate income. You want to position yourself as a go-to leader in the industry. You probably want to secure a next seat on the board. What is your why? What is your goal? Maybe you want to transition from working full-time into creating your own empire. Okay? To building your own empire, align with your purpose, your values. Okay? Maybe you want to lead by example and inspire through action for your own children. What is your why? What gifts can you bring to the world? How can you package your brilliance? Which one is best suited for you based on your values? Okay? Do you just want to create a course? Do you just want to create a workshop? Do you want to create luxury retreats and workshops? What ignites your soul that will help take you to the next level? You need a strategy. You need that roadmap, which we will be creating on day 5. I'm so excited. That blueprint. Okay? And you need the right support system. Make that investment in you. Build that brand called you. And I'm going to tell you something. Not invest in yourself and wanting others to buy from you is a no-no. Okay? You have to invest in yourself to take you to the next level so you could help others to do that the same in whatever way you can, whatever that investment means. And that investment could mean an investment in time, getting into rooms where persons who know a little more than you do are, and you could learn from them. Yes, the financial investment is important as well, but building a network is also of utmost importance, and that's part of personal development. So let's go back to our slides. So what will people pay more for? What are they willing to pay more for? Like I said earlier, the closer that you are to your ideal clients, the more they are willing to pay, because you are investing more in your time, more of your time, sorry. You are investing more of your time in them, and because of that, they are willing to pay more. Now, there's something called the value ladder. Hold on, let me just stop sharing. The value ladder. The value ladder basically gives you an understanding. If you go to your workbook, you will see it, of how you can position the services that you offer. Hold on, let me see. Yes, how you could, let's stop sharing a little while. The services that you offer to the world, how best you can position those services. So let's go down to our value offer. Yes. So you see what other persons who have had successful careers that have their own story, we see what they are doing. Now, I want you to ask yourself, in creating that transition for your ideal clients, how much time would you need to create that transformation? Is it 4 weeks? Is it 6 weeks? Is it 6 months? Is it 1 year? These are the things that you need to take into consideration in packaging your expertise. It forms part of your package. Is it a 90-day transition, but you've included a 6-month experience because after the 90 days, you still want to provide hands-on support? What works for you? Now, like I said, the difference between a course, I'm just going to reiterate that, and a group coaching program. With the course, your client goes directly to the platform where you have it housed to purchase. And they go through the course material on their own. So if that's what lights you up, then you could do this. If you're somebody who likes a sense of community, a sense of togetherness, you somebody that you love support. Because of that, you create an experience whereby you could provide that support for your ideal client in a group format. Then the group program is for you. You could decide to do the group program live. So weekly, you deliver content to your ideal client, or you could still have your modules on a platform where your ideal clients could use, but you also do live coaching sessions to supplement, to provide that additional support. So you can decide what suits you best based on your lifestyle. If you're a busy mom, what works best for you? I'm a strong advocate for group coaching. Let's look at your value ladder. So earlier on, we spoke about what persons would be willing to pay more for. So initially, to attract your ideal client, it's good to offer free value. Now, that value could come in various ways. One, you can decide that, you're creating a checklist on how to launch your online program fast and make 6 figures in a year. You can decide that out of that, you include a couple of steps that could give your ideal client a quick win, and you offer that for free. That could be in the form of a download. That could be in the form of going live. It could be in the form of a video. You could decide how. The objective of this free item is to pull persons towards you, into your community. For instance, I go live every week, every Thursday, Influential Boss Lady Live, and I provide free training to my community. This is my way of pulling you into my circle so I could get to know you. Okay, right now I'm familiar with quite a few names in my community. They message me every day. They DM me for questions that they want, just some insights on. This is me developing an ecosystem of ideal clients, very targeted, because most of the persons in my community are looking to level up their personal brand, either to increase more sales in a business that they currently have, or they are currently corporate leaders and they recognize the importance of building their profile as leaders online to take their career to the next level. They're a service professional, a doctor, a lawyer who wants to bring in additional revenue stream, a financial advisor. Okay, I have fitness instructors in my community, health advocates, content creators, name it. But everybody within that community are looking to learn and understand how to become visible, how to start showing up online, how to build a global network that's virtual. And because of that, my content is suited for that. So that's the free offering. Then this workshop here, I'm giving it to you for free because I know and understand that you want to take your career, your life to the next level. So I'm showing you how to map that out. This is for free. The next step, okay, once you have those persons in, you have their attention, they're starting to get to know you, to like you, to trust you, what we call the know, like, and trust factor. And then if they want to take it to the next level, then they reach out to you or you make an offer for a paid product. So that's your next step in the ladder. And I teach you how to do that. Your paid product could be a mini course. And this is where your client journey comes in. So you offer a mini course with great value. That could be one lesson from your client journey. The lesson that you know would give them the sexiest lesson, like I refer to it. The one that you know, if they pay you for it, they will get quick results, and that would make them want to work with you even more. Then you could introduce the next level, your online course. That comprise of your core products that can be delivered. So that could be in the form of a group coaching program. You could take it up to a mastermind, a retreat. There are other levels. I think your workbook actually has all the levels in my presentation. I have identified just the 3. So let me stop screen sharing now. So if you are enjoying tonight's live and you think that I am bringing the juice, I want you to put #juice in the comments below. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on. I'm happy that you're enjoying this live so far. Let me know what you're enjoying about this so far, about the experience, what you love about the content. Juice, I'm seeing a lot of juice. What is your favorite part of what I'm sharing so far, thus far? Now, it's important for us to understand those steps. And for those of you who are not privy to how exactly it works, that's why I have invited you here tonight, to give you those insights. Because I know you are craving to either get your group or mentorship coaching online, or maybe just have some sort of business online. So I'm telling you that if you want to do that, the quickest way to do that is to package you. Package your knowledge, package your experience, your story, package it in a way that could help and serve someone who needs you. We've highlighted the ways in which you could do that through a course, group coaching or mentorship, one-on-one, a retreat, or a workshop. The choice that you make is dependent on you, what your values are, what your lifestyle is. If you're busy, if you're a professional, if you're running your own business, you get to decide what would work best for you. Let's continue. We're almost there. Bear with me. All right. So, something I need you to take into consideration when you're making that decision, there's digital, whatever service you decide to offer to your ideal client, choosing the digital route is easiest and is best suited. Why? Because anybody could access it globally. Okay? Digital, automated. And I suggest you take a screenshot of this slide here. Automation. It means that your ideal client gets to know you and buy from you even while you sleep. Okay? By building your presence online, it means that when an ideal client decides to go to Google University, I'm sure not everybody on this call here does not know me, but by starting to see me online, some of you probably Googles me. Okay? You're automating trust by building your presence and your visibility online, putting content online, becoming a subject matter expert. You are automating your trust for your ideal clients. R, recurring revenue. Okay? Digital, automated, recurring revenue. Your ideal client, they could purchase your products over and over again. Over and over again, depending on what you're offering. If you have a wide range of services, It's evergreen. Evergreen means that you've created your course, your workshop, you have it on a platform, and it stays there. It could stay there forever and ever. So 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, persons could still buy it from you. That is the beautiful thing about the knowledge industry. That is the beautiful thing about it. It is there. And you could decide to upgrade it as you go along, add more content. As you invest in personal development, you could, add more content to what you've done, but it stays there. So you don't have any inventory to worry about. You have no shipping costs to deal with. Okay. And that is why during COVID and post-COVID, persons who've decided to pivot into the knowledge industry are skyrocketing. Because if you would have realized COVID, the impact of COVID on brick and mortar store was critical. You had huge stores like Zara, etc. They had to close down their doors. Why? Because the world was at a standstill. Persons could no longer come into stores. But guess what? If you have digitized your reputation, if you have digitized your experience, your expertise, your stories online, even if we're in a pandemic, persons could buy from you. And right now, people are investing in learning how to do things fast. Life as we know it has changed. Skills, expertise. People want to know how to do things fast so they could take themselves to the next level. And that is the beautiful thing about the knowledge industry. That is the beautiful thing about building a personal brand that you could profit from. Your personal brand is what other persons are saying about you when you're not in the room. So how do you control that narrative in a way that you become a magnet? Even before you get into the room, people know you. Or people buy from you without knowing you in person. You think Joe Farmer knew me before we had that conversation and I was able to hear her? You think Alec knew me before I was able to get into that conversation? Okay, Amy knew me. Amy is my beloved and dearest friend from years, but I realized that Amy wanted to make an impact. So I decided that, we had a conversation and we're going to make it happen. My point is, by raising your profile online, by packaging your brilliance, you become a magnet to opportunities and ideal clients, high value clients globally. Let's continue. Now let's get into competitive market research. In building your program, you need to do some sort of competitive market research. You need to get an understanding of those persons that are within your niche, what they're doing. You're not taking the ideas. Let's get that clear. You are modeling. So you may need to make an investment in a few programs just to see how they mapped it out. Get an understanding, especially if you're new to this industry. You need to get an understanding of what their prices are. That will help you with your positioning into a profitable niche. So what are your competitors currently offering? We're doing a gap analysis. What are they currently offering compared to you? What do you think is missing? What is their price point? What are they charging for their services? How long is the transformation? Okay? How long is the transformation that they are creating? How does that compare to you? Okay? We need to take that into consideration. The prices, like I said, are they similar? And you could compare it by the products you're offering. If they're offering a course like you, what is their price point? If they have a group coaching or mentorship program, what is their price point? If they have a membership, what is their price point? Map out, look at their lessons. What is missing? How can you position yourself? What do they have What does your ideal client need, and how can you position yourself there? You also need to look at their reviews. By looking at your competitors' reviews, you get an understanding of what your ideal clients love and what they don't like and what they think is missing. All right, let's continue. Their testimonials. Look at their testimonials. Look at every aspect of it. Now, market research. Let me stop sharing. Market research with your ideal client will also give you an opportunity to use the exact words in your copy, in writing your sales page, your captions on social media, in creating your content. You know, sometimes you're listening to somebody online and you're like, get out of my head. That comes from market research. Just speaking to them, doing a poll on social media, that's market research. A couple of persons who are close to you, ask them a couple of questions, get them on a call. Get them on a call to get an understanding of what is it they want and how best you can serve them, and make that a part of your experience. So you know that when you show up, when you present in your program, you are giving your clients what they want. So let's have a recap. You could package your brilliance in the form of a course, a group coaching program, one-on-one offer, mentorship, retreat, or a workshop. So your homework for tomorrow, I want you to create a post with a selfie of you doing your homework and post it in the group. And remember to tag me, Shemalyn Sidoni John. Simple homework. So do your homework, take a picture of you doing it and tag it here. Day 3, we will be looking at how to build an audience full of ideal clients who want to buy from you. I know you want to know how to build a tribe of clients with their wallets, out there, ready to learn from you, ready to buy from you, ready for you to serve them. How to create that community. And you don't need 10,000 persons in your community to generate revenue. Quality over quantity. That's very important. So who enjoyed tonight's live? I want to see in the comments below. Tell me what you like about tonight's live. I know it was a bit heavy. Get into the Facebook community if you want to get points. Engagements, you get 1 point. You get 1 point, you get to put your name in the basket. You need to engage with the post. Do your homework. Ask questions. I want you to tag in the community. Let me know what you enjoyed about this workshop and tag me. You get points for that. Get an accountability partner, either within the community right now, influential women, professionals, and entrepreneurs. If you're not a part of our community, you are missing out. You need to get in there because that's where we will be awarding the prizes. Last week, we had an amazing competition. I was supposed to announce the winners. I'm sorry because it went by so quickly. So I am going to do that on tomorrow's call. So if you know you invited a lot of persons into the community, get ready because we're going to make the announcement tomorrow and I'm going to post it in the Facebook group as well. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, to package your knowledge and your expertise, you could do that in the form of a course, a one-on-one mentorship or coaching program, membership, a retreat, a workshop. Look around you. The world has been going at the speed of light. What used to work years ago has evolved tremendously. You want that visibility as a business owner. You want to stand out. You want to make those 6 figures. You want to, and if you currently make 6 figures, you want to go up to 7 figures. I know that's what you want. Okay. But you are unclear as to what steps you need to take to get there. And some of you are even a bit overwhelmed. I could relate to that because you've actually became intentional about starting the process, but there is so much information, you are on overload and you're not sure what your next steps are. What normally happens, either you fall short because you are so overwhelmed with information and you're not sure what to do next, you just don't do anything. Or you can decide, you know what? I am ready to take it to the next level. If you are ready to take it to the next level, put I am ready in the comments below. Let's see it coming. I am ready. I want to see it. Who's ready? Let me see it. Thank you. Great content. Scholastica, thank you. Vanetta, Siobhan, I am ready. Let it come in. I am ready. I am ready. You need to internalize it. I am ready. All you need, strategy, roadmap, the right support system, and bam, we're going to make it happen. I am ready. Tessa is ready. Chantal is ready. Alicia is ready. Siobhan is ready. I am so happy you are ready. Now I want you to get into that my Facebook community, Influential Women Professionals and Entrepreneurs. Do your homework, take a selfie, post it there, tag me. Again, you get to win amazing prizes, a brand strategy call with me. Who would love that? Say me for free. You get to win a VIP intensive brand strategy day. Who would love that? Say me. You get to you get a chance to win my Influential Boss Lady Lunch Lab. Who would want that? Say me. And you get to win a scholarship to my amazing Influential Boss Lady Ignite Mastermind. I am bringing the juice because I really am excited about helping you get to the next level. Everybody else is doing it globally. You can do it too. I am from St. Lucia, 238 square miles of the most beautiful island in the world. We're tiny, but we're mighty. But guess what? I decided that I'm going to go global and help my clients do the same because I want to make an impact. I want to be a part of what's going on around the world. I want my kids, and I know you want your kids, to know that success does not have to be defined by somebody else. The best way to show that is by being an example. Shiloh and Havana must know that. And yes, if they want to go through formal education, I'm going to support them 100%. But I'm also going to teach them by example that they don't have to wait for their circumstances to change to take it to the next level. They don't. They can create that next level of career success. Thank you so much, boss ladies, for coming on tonight. Tomorrow, we will be learning how to build an audience of ideal clients ready to buy from us, ready to connect with us, ready to network with us. Let's do it. It's time to get visible. Come on, boss ladies. Let's go. Bye. You can put the comments in if you want. Let me know how the training has been going and get into the Facebook community. Let me see your feedback. Tag me in what you loved about tonight. What did you learn the most? Invite a boss lady. Tag, get an accountability buddy. You could do that. Okay? Bye. See you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Bye.